Hello YouTube and Model Railroad Forum viewers. First off, I'd like to apologize for the delay in my most recent update. I was out of town for a little while, didn't have a chance to do too much on the layout or post a video. But here I am with a few little updates, nothing major, just a few little detail points. First of all, let me start off with some of the trackside scenery. As you can see here, I've added a little bit of tall grass and bushes on the ballast, as if it's growing through in a few spots. Where I've done it the most detailed is here in the yard. I felt it would look a little bit better if I did something to break up the monotony of the ballast. If you notice, there's a new locomotive, I guess you would say, on the layout. It's a Bachmann Street Car. It's the Rice-A-Roni version. Can't quite see that too well. I picked that up while I was on my trip for pretty cheap. I thought it was pretty cool. It really doesn't go with my layout too well, but I thought it was pretty cool anyway, and want to go ahead and pick it up. Another thing I've added is these little signs right here. Just the little numbers designating the yard track. Those are actually Hornby 00 scale. The reason I had those is because when I was younger I lived overseas, and that's what my first train set was. My first train set was a Hornby. If you saw one of my previous videos, I had the Intercity HST 125. That was actually my first train set, and I picked up these little signs to go with that train set when I was a kid. Also, I don't know if you can see too well, but I have begun to string lines on the power lines. Hopefully I'll be able to get a little bit more done on those in the coming weeks, get some more thread and string up the rest of them. I've also added a few more people and little details. Like right here I have some train mechanics over here in the engine yard. And on my way back to the house where I have some more, let me stop and I'll show you the coal slide that I have built that I spoke about in my last video. I finally got it built. There's a few things I may need to do to it to improve on it some, but it is there now, at least in some form. Come around back here, I've added some painters on the roof and on ladders along the side. There's their little paint table. Got one more right there on the side there. A couple of bikes in front for the people that are going to be moving in, for their kids, their dog and dog house, and a few other things here in the backyard. Just kind of liven up the scene a little bit. Other than that, that's really about all I've done to it, except for right up here along the front. I thought it would look a little bit better if I had added some bushes right there along the edge, just to kind of break up the monotony, and instead of just seeing ballast straight to foam, there's a little bit of green there. So as the trains are going by, it looks a little bit better. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and start the trains going.